saw some important, more dependent prepositions, and I believe everybody agrees this is useful and not difficult, but it's what makes you go from B2 to C1. It's the small details like dependent preposition. So it's okay for you to review the class, okay? All right. As a next activity, we're going to continue the same book, but now on page 21, okay? I'm going to use this exercise to see what you already know. This exercise is going to serve as an introduction, okay? Why? Because after this, we're going to check opening phrases and closing phrases for both letters and emails. Remember, one of the common parts of this is of these exams of proficiency from B2 to C1 is writing an email that is formal, writing a letter that is formal. So before we do that and before we check how or the typical phrases you can use, we can, well, I need to check what you already know. So we're going to do this exercise. It says, here are some more examples of phrases from formal writing. And you have 2 minutes to try and complete the words, okay? Just 2 minutes. Let's try and complete, and then we check together, and we start with the phrases and vocabulary, okay?
They already gave us the first letter, right?
Sorry?
They already gave us the first letter, and then we have to
Yes,
complete the
you
word.
already
Okay.
have the first letter there, so it's a little bit easier for you to guess.
Information. Please, could you
Finish?
please could you acknowledge
Finish, guys? Not yet? Okay, I'll wait.
Forward. I would be grateful if you could send me further information about. Please, could you acknowledge receipt of this?
Please let me know, okay? I'm here. Any questions? Just let me know when we can continue.
I'm done. I'm not sure about some answers.
You're not sure about some answers. Okay, don't worry. This is why we're going to check together. Can we start, guys? Yes? All right, let's start.
Yes.
So, number one, could you read it, please, Ale?
I could be grateful if you could send me further information about.
Can you repeat it, please?
I could be grateful if you could send me further information about.
Good. I would be grateful if you could send me further information about blah, blah, blah. Excellent. Armando, number two.
Please, could you accept the receipt of this letter?
Can you repeat that, please?
Yes. Please, could you accept the receipt of this letter?
Okay, received, yes. Accept, no. Does anybody have a different answer?
Acknowledge.
Acknowledge, correct. Very good. Acknowledge.
No.
Okay, number three, Gloria.
Please find my CV attached to this email.
Please find my CV attached to this email, correct. Next one, Areli, number four.
That's the only one that I don't have answer.
Okay, if you want, we can ask somebody else.
Yes,
Okay, Alma.
maybe Laura. Okay.
Well, I don't know if my answers were correct, but I will appreciate or acknowledge. I will very much appreciate or acknowledge an early response to my letter.
Okay, not exactly those. Will, there's another word.
I could.
I would.
We very much appreciate. Appreciate.
Yes.
Okay.
An
An early
early
reply. An early reply.
reply.
An early response. A little bit more formal.
Response is
Reply,
correct.
it's more informal.
A little bit in this
Okay.
kind of language.
So response is correct.
Response,
Okay.
yes, Laura. And finally, Alma, number 5.
I look forward to hear from you at your, I don't know.
Okay. Hearing. I look forward
To hearing.
hearing. It's always forward to hearing. Okay. From you at your, any ideas, guys?
Earliest convenience.
Earliest convenience. Correct. Earliest convenience.
Could you
Very
write
good. So
that
the answers
sentence?
go like this. Number 1, would, grateful, could, further. Number 2, acknowledge, received. Number 3, attached. Number 4, would, appreciate, and response. Number 5, forward, hearing, earliest convenience. Okay? Excellent. Very good. Okay. Now, what can you perceive from the language and from the wording, the choice of words we're using in these examples? Is this how you typically close or write an email to your friends?
No, it's a formal one.
It's a formal one, okay? Remember what I said before. The differences between a B2 and a C1 are the little details, and a lot the kind of language we use when they tell us in an exam, when they tell us you should write. A C1, it's supposed to write using academic writing. When we use academic writing, you need to look for phrases, look for words, for verbs that are more formal. In a future class, I don't think we will have time today. In a future class, let me check. We're going to learn about hedging for academic writing. Okay, and we're going to learn what verbs are more prone to be used by you in academic writing, what lexical verbs, what modal verbs, what kind of clauses, and we will have a lot of practice on hedging, okay? But today, we're going to start with the basic, and then we go to something more abstract. The basic is going to be letters and emails, all right? Last class, we worked on a letter. This class, we're going to work on an email, okay? So as you can see, whoops, hedging, give me a sec. I'm way behind. Oh, okay. Now I'm really behind. Okay, as you can see here, the language is formal, and this is why it's considered to be academic writing. Let's continue. So maybe the question, for example, here on number 5, you were having issues with earliest convenience, but this is a typical closing, or this is a typical request in whether a letter or an email. So what I'm going to try to do is give you the typical formal introductions or closings you can use, okay? We're going to check both formal and informal, because sometimes you are asked to write an informal email. So you need to be prepared for both. So we will take a look at both, okay? Are?
Yes. When you say, oh, your earliest convenience is, for example, when you are talking for a person that you cannot order him to answer as soon as possible?
Yes, as soon as possible. Are your earliest convenient, it means as soon as you have the chance to, but it's more formal.
Yes, because if I say as soon as possible, they're going to say, okay, you are ordering me? No one. So.
Yeah, and with your friends or in an informal context, you can even write ASAP, and people
or
understand.
With a colleague,
it's not an
or
order.
with a colleague at office, you can use as soon as possible, or with your friends ASAP. But to a boss or to a vice president or whatever you want to
in a more formal context, yes.
Yes, it's going to be in your earliest convenience.
At your earliest convenience. Yes. Okay, so here, as very good, Arely. Any other question? No? Okay, as I was telling you, we're going to check both. Some that are more casual, okay, more casual, more informal, like hi, and some that are more formal, because as I said, you might be asked to write a formal email or an informal one. So you need to be prepared for both, okay? So here we have some typical opening expressions for letters or emails, okay? Armando, can you please read the opening phrases?
Oh, yes. Dear Miss, sorry, dear Mr., Mrs., Miss Jones, dear Jack, dear Sir, dear Madam, hi Harry, my darling Linda.
Okay, excellent, very good. Which one from these would you consider relaxed or informal?
The last two.
Hi,
Hi,
Jerry.
And my darling Linda.
Exactly. When we use those adjectives, even though darling is a good adjective to use, when we use those darling and adjectives that are a little bit personal, you can infer that we know the person and we have a close relationship. Okay, so it's a little bit more casual. Very good. Now, Mildred, can you please read the closing phrases?
Um, let me. Okay, you're sincerely yours. You're faithfully. With best wishes. See you soon. Hear from you soon. Kind
Oh, sorry,
regards.
soon. Soon. Typo there. Okay, give me a sec. Hear from you soon? No, soon. Okay, very good. And kind regards. Excellent. So, okay, these are opening and closing phrases. I think it's important because sometimes we always use dear and yours sincerely, but you can also use best wishes, kind regards, yours faithfully. Okay, excellent. Any questions in any of these opening phrases or closing ones? No, no questions?
Can we see again which of ones are formal?
Yes, the last two, hi Jerry and my darling Linda, are more relaxed, more casual. From the closing phrases, which ones do you think are more casual?
Best wishes.
Best wishes, any other?
See you soon.
See you soon. Okay, maybe a little hear from you soon,
Yours.
but the others are more formal.
But to a friend, you can also say yours, Arely, no? Or
Yes, yes, you can also say. You can also
yeah.
say.
So,
Remember,
see you
these are
soon.
only the openings and closings. The body itself, it's going to contain the most of the language that is formal. So yes.
So, see you soon. And which one more else?
Best wishes.
Best wishes? Okay, thanks.
Okay, there are more. Sometimes people close with love, Mildred, or love, Alma. There are more, but these are the typical ones. All right.
Miss,
Now, yes, Arely?
your tips or suggestions for this kind of exercises is that we have in mind different kind of opening, closing, and several phrases because we do not know what is going to be the writing about.
Exactly.
I don't know if we are going to talk about vacations, a complaint, a hotel, or whatever. So
Formal or informal.
we do not know it, but we must have in our minds different options or structured phrases so we can use them all along the writing.
Exactly, because I don't know if you know this, but exams, proficiency exams, change every 2 years. So we teachers have previous exams. Like if you ask me, I have the exams of last year or last 2 years and more, and we can use them as a practice test. Okay, but every 2 years they change. Because if not, I would say, oh, really, this is exactly what comes in the exam, right?
Right.
But they change every 2 years. So sometimes they say, write a formal letter or write a letter to a friend. If it says to a friend, then you need to, okay, then my language should not be that formal.
Right.
Okay? So exactly what you're saying. I just want to give you the tips, the typical words, the typical expressions you can use. These are, for example, for openings and closings. But whenever you write a letter or an email, we normally have an opening line that gives the reason why we're writing. And that line is very important, okay? Reasons for writing your letter or email. Normally you start, dear blah, blah. In reply to your letter, or thanks for your email. This line is very important because in this line, you're letting people know the reason for such a response or the reason for writing back, okay? So I want to check some of the typical expressions you can use, all right? Jasmine, can you please read the typical expressions for reasons for emails or letters?
Yes, teacher. In reply to your letter, thank you for your letter of May 14th. Concerning, thanks for your email. Following our phone conversation, thank you for your letter. I was kind of you to write to me. I got your lovely letter. I'm writing to inform you that.
Exactly. Okay. Now this one, I don't want to confuse you, so let me do this one a little bit bigger here. Concerning goes in the second one. Thank you for your letter of May 14th. Concerning, and then when you write concerning, you explain about what? Concerning the last recruiting process we had in the company. Okay. The person knows exactly what you're talking about. All right. So as you can see, these are mostly formal. Maybe you say, thank you for your letter, is more relaxed, or I got your lovely letter. Again, those expressions, when you are too expressive or over-expressive, it's not considered formal, okay? When you use contractions or when you use adjectives that are too expressive, okay? So if you're asked to write something formal, don't use, I got your lovely letter, okay? Perfect. As you can see, the majority of these expressions are formal. I'm writing to inform you that we need to let some employees go because unfortunately with the COVID-19 situation, we don't have the same production, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so formal emails, okay? Do you have any questions to this? No? I don't know if you need to take notes or if you want to take a picture, but these are going to come in handy. Yes?
I have a comment.
Okay.
Well, as I have already observed, there, as I told you, different structured phrases, and they are different in Mexico or in Spanish than in English.
Yes.
I have noticed that English are so direct. Sometimes, I don't know if it's true or it's only my perception, that they are, I am talking or I am writing to let you know this, no? And then they explain on the body of the email, they explain the reasons or because you are fired or whatever. And maybe in Mexico or Spanish, we are different. We are, I don't know how to say rebuscado, that we try to be softer.
Yes.
We want to say something. Maybe they are more direct. And I don't know if this is, we need to reflect this in our writing.
Yes, please. Why? Because you will be writing to, normally the people who check these exams are from another nationality. So what you're saying is completely right. For example, people sometimes say we Mexican people or Latin American people tend to sugarcoat things. Do you understand sugarcoat?
Sugarcoat, yes.
Sugarcoat,
not to be so rude.
Or,
yes,
not to go too direct. Okay, for example, when I call a friend because I need something or because I have to tell something to my friend, I go like, hey, how are you? So how's life? And first you start making a conversation
Yes.
And then you finally look for your way until you get to the point. We do that. We go from one point to another. Some other people are not. Okay. I don't know if this happens. For example, me in my case, I'm normally are like this with friends or family. But when it's something about the job, because I'm too busy, I go direct, even in Spanish. But if you consider you guys are not direct, even in your job, then try to with this. Also, because you want to be a little bit more straightforward. Let me put it in the chat. To be a little bit straightforward and sugarcoat, okay? Why straightforward? At least in academic writing, you have to be direct, okay? So it's a very good observation, Arely. Thanks for sharing that with the class. If you think you're one of those people who love to sugarcoat things and camouflage the reason of the letter, try not to. At least informal ones, no, okay?
Okay.
Any other question or any other comment on this? Nope. All right. Now, these are reasons for writing, okay? Now you have an opening sentence, which is so important because, as I said, the opening sentence gives the person immediately a glimpse of the information you want or you're seeking, okay? Because it's business or formal. And the same importance has the opening line as the closing line, okay? Not the closure like yours faithfully, but there's always like a phrase that indicates you're about to finish, okay? This is like the protocol in emails or letters. Opening sentence, closing sentence, and then the goodbye, which is yours faithfully, okay? Let's see whom. Mildred, can you please read the phrases for finishing a letter or email?
Sure. The first one, please contact me again if you need any more information. The second, if I can be of any further assistance, please do contact me again. Let me know if you need anything else. I look forward to hearing from you. Give my love to the rest of the family. See you soon on Sunday. Yours, Sarah. Your faithfully, looking forward to seeing you soon. Yours sincerely. The next one, warm wishes. And the last one, with gratitude.
Excellent. Okay, so here we have a division. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones are more informal. Okay, and because they are more informal, they're just finishing the email like that. See you Sunday, you're Sarah, that's it. Okay, but take a look at second one. If I can be of any further assistance, please do contact me again. Or if I can be of any further assistance, please do not hesitate in contact me again. Okay, so the first ones are for formal letters or emails, and the last ones are just, okay, yours faithfully. I'm not even giving you a closing sentence. I feel I don't need to because the matter is not too important and we're close. Okay, do you see that the difference between these sentences, between the ones on top and the ones at the end? Okay, very good.
For example,
Any
to close an email and for business, when they are asking for information, can I use this? I hope you find this information useful. If you need something more specific, please let me know.
Of course,
or
yes.
if you need further information as you write, please write to me or contact me.
Yes, or do not hesitate in contacting me.
Do not hesitate in contact.
Exactly.
Hesitate in
Contacting me.
In contact.
Okay. So these, as you said, 4 formal ones. Okay. Informal ones, the ones above. Well, the ones below, sorry. Okay. So now we have the initial line and the closing line. Okay. If you don't have any questions, then let's see how you can mention when you are including a document in the email or you're including something in your letter. This is expressions to mention you're attaching or enclosing documents, okay? 3 basic examples. Areli, can you please read them?
Yeah, sure. I attach, I enclose, please find enclosed.
Exactly. There are more. You can say
Please
attach,
find attached,
please find
attached,
attached.
or I am attaching my CV.
Yes, okay. Or attached, you will find
Attached, you will
my
find.
resume. A little bit more formal than I am attaching, okay? So sometimes we don't know how to say you're including something, so you can use this or enclosed instead of attached the whole time. All right?
It's
So-
a synonym, right? Attach and enclose.
Yes, it's the same, just different ways to say it. All right? Excellent. Questions? Nope. Are you sure? Because we are about to have a practice. Remember, what's important? The language you're using, the opening, the closing phrase, the reason, the line on which you explain the reason for writing, the phrase to finish, and in case you have something there else that you're sending, this attaching or enclosing phrases. Okay, no problems? Excellent, let's continue. Now this is, for example, the layout of a letter, okay? This is like an x-ray of a letter, okay? Just very quick. On top, we have 2 parts. The address of the person you're writing to should be displayed on the left, just beneath your address. Now, your address should be displayed in the top right corner. Okay, so it's 2 different addresses, yours and the address the person you're writing to. Then we have the date. The date should be displayed just below your address on the right. This is the protocol, okay? Your greeting, dear blah blah, should be displayed on the left, just beneath the date, a little bit beneath in order. Then we have the main body of your letter. Then this where you sign off, yours faithfully, yours sincerely, and finally when you sign or print your name. This is in the case of a letter, okay? All right, is this clear? Just keep this in mind, okay? Whenever you need to write a letter that is formal, it's like this. These are the steps and how it should look, okay? Maybe you can take a picture, or if you want, I can probably later send you a screenshot to the chat, okay?
Can you please open it a little more, or I need to?
Yes, let me try.
No. I reduced your photo, and there's now. It was the layout of my screen. Sorry.
Okay. So it's okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, very good. Anything else, guys? No? All right, now let's continue with the email. Okay, the email, it's a little bit different. Now check. How's the x-ray of the email? But important, this is a business email layout. Okay, because the informal one, you don't even need an order because it's informal. Imagine Areli wants to send an email to her husband. She doesn't care about the formatting, right? But if it's for the boss or because she's applying for a higher position, then yes, okay? So this is the layout. First to the email, but then you have a subject line, okay? In an email, this is important. What's your subject? Then you have a salutation, you have your message. In the message, a little bit on top, the opening line, okay? The reason why you're writing should be there in the message, below the salutation, okay? Then your closing, and your signature. Here it says signature block because normally when it's formal, you include your number, your email, and the information where they can easily find you as a professional. Okay? Now this is for an email. Any question, guys? Nope. Excellent. Now let's do an activity. Okay, let's do an activity. Please, Laura, can you read instructions for this activity?
Yes. You are keen to study English in London. Read the school advertisement and the notes from your teacher. Then write an email to Mr. Williams at the Big Ben language school asking for details.
Very good. So you're going to write an email because you're really excited about studying in London, okay? Here are the school advertisements, and then you need to write an email, okay? Let's read. Alma, please help us read the one in pink.
Yes. Language courses in London at the Big Ben School of English. Our well-equipped school offers English language courses in the heart of London. The school has a friendly atmosphere and organizes a full range of sporting and social activities, as well as excursions out of London. The school is conveniently located near the museums and the river. Accommodation can be arranged with carefully selected British families. Contact Jim Williams by email, blah, 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 for further details.
Excellent. So this is the information you need to know about the program and the school and the course and everything. Now, Gloria, can you please read the one in turquoise color, please?
Yes. When you write to the school, make sure you find out how many students there will be in the school and in each class, what qualification the teachers have, what resources the school has, what is included in the price, and what amenities there are in the area.
Excellent. Okay. Now we need to write an email on this. Okay. Is it clear, the instruction? Is it clear? All of the information that you have in pink is information you already have. What it says in turquoise, it's everything you need to find out in your email. I'm not going to tell you 200, 300, 400 words as long as you answer these questions. Something that is very important, and I'm telling you this because I have had the chance to receive the training to check exams every now and then with Cambridge. What they tell us when we check writings is you need to check that the student answers the question. Sometimes you have one question, sometimes you have many. So as long as you answer these questions you have, you're okay, all right? So please, let's do this. Please raise your Zoom hands when you are done, all right? I'm going to be here for any questions. Try to use what we learned today about emails, okay? All right, are you ready? Can we start? All right, don't suffer, Laura, don't suffer. Do you have any question? No? Okay. I know you probably hate writing, but believe me, it's one of the hardest skills to get a C1. So this is why we need to work on this so much. Now you understand your students when they hate writing. All right, now you can empathize more. Perfect, let's work. Please raise your Zoom hands when you're done. Are we doing okay? Okay. Okay, guys, are you done or do you need more time? More time. All right, just let me know. Hi guys, sorry, something happened and I got offline for a second. So I'm going to share my screen again, okay? Are you still there? Yes? Okay. Need more time?
Yes, more time, please.
Okay. How are we doing? I think Alma and Gloria are done. Yes. Okay, let me ask the rest. Ale, are you done? Not yet. Areli?
No, not sure about it.
5 minutes more.
5 minutes. Armando?
Not
Not
yet.
really. Well, but it's busy. Laura?
I'm almost in the final part.
Okay, Mildred? Mildred? Jasmine and Mildred?
Sorry. I'm still writing the questions, and well, I'm in the third paragraph. I'm going to write two more, and then I'm going to finish.
Okay. Jasmine?
I think I'm finished, teacher.
Okay. All right, so we have 3 people finished. Let's continue when we have 5 people finishing, okay? So let's wait a little bit. Okay, Alma, Gloria, you can stretch yourselves. Okay, let's just wait a little bit for your partners and we continue, okay? Okay, guys, do we have 2 more people who finished? Yes, Arely? Finished?
Yes, in 1 minute, in 1 minute. In 1
In 1
minute, and I
minute, okay.
finish. Finish, teacher.
Ready? Okay, my original idea, guys, was for you to finish this activity and share screen or check it here altogether. But checking the clock, we won't have enough time. So I would like a volunteer who piece of writing. So we check. Yes, please send them to me.
We are going to check just one as an example, and then
So
we're
who would like to use? Okay, Karen?
me. Well,
Okay, go ahead.
so can I share my screen? I cannot listen to you, miss.
Sorry, something happened again in the Zoom, but I'm back. Okay, Arely, do you want to share screen or are you sending a picture?
Yes, I'm going to share screen.
Okay.
So I use my Outlook program. So I want to.
Okay, very good. Let's see, we have the email. Dear Mr. Williams, I am writing to know more details about the Big Ben School of English. I am keen on improving my English language skills. So as soon as
As soon as I read.
As soon as I read the school advertisement, I want to know more specific details. I would be grateful if you could send me further information about your English programs for international students. I know that it's a very big school. Due to this, I was wondering if the groups have a big number of students. How many students will be in each classroom? Okay, until here, for example, one suggestion I can give you is the use of so. If you want to sound a little bit more formal, maybe you can use hence. So it's considered more for speaking, okay?
Instead of so, what I'm going to use?
Maybe hence, H-E-N-C-E, hence.
Here?
Uh-huh.
Hence.
And then you can say, as I read, or, okay, as I read the school advertisement. Okay, where it says, I want to know more specific details, because you're talking about the past. As I read the school advertisement, I wanted to know more specific details.
I read wanted.
Grateful.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to
I
mark
know
them
that
here.
yes. was wondering if the groups.
Here, it's not this,
It's not
right?
necessary. Yes, exactly. You don't need that.
How many
Just
students? will-
maybe a period
Okay.
and then the other question.
Okay.
And my mother and I have been crowdsourced searching information about your training programs, and we have noticed that they do worth. Even though we have not found too much information about the qualifications teachers have. Then you don't need the apostrophe. Teachers have. Could
Okay.
you please let me know further information about them? Or here about this matter? It sounds more formal.
About this matter. Okay.
According to your advertisement, you have a well-equipped school. Could you please provide further information about the resources you count with at school? Perfect. We also want to know which is the fee we need to pay for the following school year. Which is the fee we need to pay for the following school year? You don't need the question mark too, because it's a different kind of question. And what does this payment include? Regarding to the information provided in the advertisement, the school has a
Y
committee.
tampoco, sorry, the second one is not used?
No, yes, that one, yes.
Yes, okay.
The school has a convenient location. Could you please describe some amenities we can enjoy? Being there, we
Being,
can enjoy,
sorry. Being there, no?
or some amenities we can enjoy there.
Okay.
I think this information will be useful to make my decision. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Kind regards. Very good, Ali. In general, just a few suggestions, but in general, the language is correct. It's formal. You're using many of the things we learned today, and you're not using contractions. So just small details, all right? This is how I want to work on your writing, guys. So please send it to me, and what I'm going to do is send you what I was explaining, Areli, but in a voice recording, or we can check also next class, sharing screens, because that's also, I believe that's better because everybody sees and everybody takes notes, okay? So let's better do it next class, okay? Next class, we open with that, we open analyzing your writings, okay? Very good, guys. Thanks a lot for being on time today. Thanks a lot for taking up the class. I know, as I always say, I know it's hard on Saturdays. Armando, thanks for joining. Whenever you have something, if you can join later, it's okay, as long as you join, because we cover important information. And as always, we're going to share the videos of the recorded class, okay? So guys, any questions before we close the session? No? Very good. So have ready your emails for the next class, okay? Areli, you raise your hand.
Miss, and you are going to share with us the recording of this class, but the first class you had, I couldn't assist. So if you have in your
okay
a past chat, if you have the recording of the first class, could you share it, please?
Yes, sure. I'm going to ask for it so we can share it, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the weekend, study, and have your emails ready for the next class, the ones who didn't finish, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, have a nice weekend.
You too. Bye.